म विष्णु कार्की, आज तपाईँहरूकै सोसल स्टडी टिचर। म आज ग्रेड 9 को सोसल स्टडिज क्लास चाहिँ लिन गइरहेको छु र यो विशेष परिस्थिति कोरोना अथवा कोभिड-19 का कारण लाखौँ विद्यार्थीहरू विद्यालय जान नपाई घरमै बस्न बाध्य भएका छन्। झोलामा किताब र कापी बोकेर विद्यालयमा गई रमाई रमाई पढ्ने बालबालिकाहरू दैनिकी बदलिएको छ। विद्यार्थीहरू शिक्षाको उज्यालो घामबाट वञ्चित भइरहेका छन्। यो प्रतिकूल अवस्थामा संस्थागत विद्यालयको छाता सङ्गठन प्याप्सन केन्द्रले टेलिभिजन मार्फत जुर शिक्षा कार्यक्रमको सुरुवात गरेको छ। पूर्व मेचीदेखि पश्चिम महाकालीसम्मका विद्यालय तहका विद्यार्थीहरूको अभिभावकीय भूमिका र जिम्मेवारी बोध गरी प्याप्सन केन्द्रीय सचिवालयले शिक्षण सिकाइ कार्यक्रम प्रारम्भ गरेको हो। यही शिक्षण सिकाइ कार्यक्रम प्याप्सनको यही शिक्षण सिकाइ कार्यक्रम अन्तर्गत म चाहिँ यहाँ अहिले सम्पूर्ण भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई सोसल स्टडिज ग्रेड 9 को सोसल स्टडिज पढाउन गइरहेको छु। म विष्णु कार्की र ग्रेड 9 को सोसल स्टडिजको पहिलो लेसन छ डेभलपमेन्ट अफ द सोसाइटी। डेभलपमेन्ट अफ द सोसाइटी इज द फर्स्ट लेसन अफ ग्रेड 9. So this is, and it is of the first unit, we and our society. First, we need to know about we and our society. I'm not going to detail about it because we and our society, we have already, or you have studied previously in grade 6, 7, 8, in all the classes. So I'm directly jumping to the this very first lesson, development of the society. Before going through the development of the society, first we need to know about the society. What is society means? One things we need to know. Very first thing, what is society? Then we will move to the development of the society. Here, let's see from this, the word society derived from Latin word socius. The word society derived from Latin word socius. So what does it mean? What does socius means? It means friendly association to others or companion. If each and every individuals are able to establish a friendly association or friendly relations with all the members, this other means all the members of the society, and that forms the society, or that is the meaning of the socius. It means it is the meaning of the society. It shows that therefore society is a structured community. It shows that this society is a very structured community of the people bonded together by similar traditions, institutions, or nationality, and etc. There are other lots of things are there. Social institutions are there, cultural institutions are there, political institutions are there, and other lots of institutions are there. So society means that structured community of all the social, cultural, political, and other institutions in the society. That means all the institutions are established to build up the companion, to build up the association, cooperation in the society. In that way, society is being formed. Very first thing. Another thing, like society exists. Why society exists then? Why do we need society? That is another part of the lesson. Why do we need society? We need society, or societies exist because of cooperation. You can see there in the third point, society exists because of cooperation, harmony, mutual respect, coexistence, tolerance, and most importantly, common goals of all the members of that society or of the society, and determination to fulfill it. It means why society exists, how society exists. That means society exists for the cooperation of the people or member of the society. When harmony is maintained there in the society, then only society can exist. Mutual respect. Each and every member of the society should respect to each other. Mutual respect should be there. If there is no mutual respect in the society, that society cannot exist. So each and every individual respect to each other. Coexistence. If we want to develop, or if we want to make society more harmonious, we need to accept the existence of the others, and then only others will accept our existence. Means coexistence is another part of the society. That should be there. Tolerance. You have studied, right? Now, I'm very sure you know these things about tolerance, because you have studied this tolerance in grade 6 as a beautiful garden of the nation, Nepal as a beautiful garden. In that lesson you have studied. In grade 7 and 8 you have studied unity in diversity. Those lessons you have studied previously. Now you are in grade 9, so I'm not going to detail about the tolerance. Nepal is the country of tolerance. Religious tolerance, cultural tolerance, and other different kinds of tolerances are there. If we tolerate each other's culture, and if we respect each other's tradition, then only tolerance will be there, and then only society will be strong and society will exist. Another most important things to exist society is the common goal. Common goal means each and every members should have the common goal. It does not mean that individual goals. I'm not talking about that, don't forget it. I'm not talking about the individual goals of the people. Just I'm talking about that common goals of the society, whole society. The goal of the society is development. The goal of the society is progress. The goal of the society is change. In society, each and everybody or each and every members wanted change, or they seek for change. They work for change. That is the common goal of the society. It means development in education, development in health, development in other social cultural organizations. Those all the development progress, those are the common goals of the society. Don't forget it. The individual goals may be different, and each and every member of that society should have a very strong determination, strong companion or determination to fulfill those common goals. Goals means, the common goal means the development. The common goal means the change, progress. That is the very common goal of the society. Because of these things, society existed. By meaning, or by the word society itself refers to the association of the people and our companion. It means, and because of that association of the people, because of that companion of the people, society formed as a very structured community, and then society exists for the change, for the progress, for the common goals. This is all about society. Let's tell a few things in Nepali. सोसाइटी नेपालीमा यसलाई समाज भनिन्छ. समाज भन्ने बित्तिकै भाइ बहिनीहरू तपाईहरुले के बुझ्नुपर्छ भने, समाज भन्ने बित्तिकै समाजमा भएका जो हामी बाँचिरहेका छौं, त्यो सोसाइटीमा जो एक्जिस्ट छौं, जो बसिरहेका छौं, यो सबै मानिसहरूको एउटा फ्रेन्डली एसोसिएसन भनेको एकदम मैत्रीपूर्ण सम्बन्ध नै समाज हो. त्यो मैत्रीपूर्ण सम्बन्ध बिना समाज निर्माण हुन सक्दैन, र त्यो समाज निर्माण हुनका लागि, त्यो मैत्रीपूर्ण सम्बन्ध स्थापित गर्नका लागि हामीले एकअर्कामा सहयोग, एकअर्कामा हार्दिकता अथवा एकअर्कामा सम्मान, हैन, अनि एकअर्काको अस्तित्व स्वीकार गर्ने र एकअर्कालाई सम्मान गर्ने कुराहरू, यी कुराहरू भएपछि हाम्रो सोसाइटी के हुन्छ भन्दा, सोसाइटीका सबै हामी एकअर्कामा एसोसिएट भएर फ्रेन्डली रिलेसन्स भनेको एकदम साथीत्व अथवा मित्रभाव विकास गरेर हामी समाजमा बस्न सक्छौं. यसरी समाज एक्जिस्ट गर्छ. र समाजको सबैभन्दा महत्त्वपूर्ण पाटो के हो भने, समाजको सामूहिक आवश्यकता अथवा त्यो एउटा गोल उद्देश्य हुन्छ. त्यो सामूहिक उद्देश्य भनेको विकास हो. त्यो सामूहिक उद्देश्य भनेको परिवर्तन हो. त्यो विकास र परिवर्तन भनेको चाहिँ विभिन्न सेक्टरमा हुन्छ, विभिन्न क्षेत्रमा हुन्छ. शिक्षामा, स्वास्थ्यमा, पूर्वाधारमा, संस्कृतिमा अनि समाजका अरू एक्टिभिटिजहरुमा हुन्छ. हो, यो सम्पूर्ण कुराहरुको एउटा कम्बाइन्ड फर्म चाहिँ सोसाइटी हो. यी कारणले गर्दा सोसाइटी एक्जिस्ट रहन्छ. This is all about the introduction of society. What is society means this is. And another, let's see, in the process of development, society transformed from simplicity to complexity. The very primitive society, you can see these points here in this simplicity to complexity. Very first point here is simplicity. the very primitive society is very simple. When society developed, then only society will be complex. It goes the way of the society, the progress is from the simplicity to the complexity. Like you can take an example, how much easy to study agricultural society than the society of the or industrial society or the present society. The study of rural society is easier than the study of urban society. Why? Because in urban means it is a bit more developed society, and rural means it is less developed society. Means less developed society is simple and more developed society is more complex. It means society, the journey of the society is from simplicity to complexity. That is one. Another is unity to diversity. Like if you talk about the Stone Age or very hunting and gathering society, there was unity because number of people were less and population is increasing, and not only that, cultural traditions, norms, values, so many things are being changed. So in the path of society, in the progress of the society, means that society transform from unified whole to the diversified entity. That is another. Barbarity to civilization. Barbarity to civilization means, barbarity means uncivilized to civilized. That is the journey of the development of the society. In the process of the development, society transformed from barbarity to the civilization. This is third point. Another, primitiveness to modernity. Like primitive, if we talk about very rustic society, we always talk about the primitive. How, what kind of primitive, what kind of very ancient society we talk about. And modernity, that primitive society transformed into the modernity. That is another form of the that is the progress of the society. Another is inequality to inequality. In the very primitive society or in the very first stage of the society, that is hunting and gathering society, we will discuss later in another lesson, that equality was there, no ownership in property, nothing was there. So there was equality. But when society developed from one step to another step, then society have a journey to inequality, or society transform as a unequal society. The present society is not equal society. It is not based upon equality. Means this is unequal society. So that when the society is developing or in the process of development of the society, you see there simplicity, society transform from simplicity to complexity, unity to diversity, barbarity to civilization, primitiveness to modernity, equality to inequality. These are the process, in the process of society. Society change in this way. This is the another things we need to understand it. Then another is origin of the society. How society origin, or how society exists, how society developed. Like a very first stage, beginning of the human was similar to other animals. See there, the very first point. In the first point, in the very beginning, people used to live in a forest and they hunt animals, they search foods in the forest and they eat. Means that is like the wild animals. At present, how wild animals are living, means the humans and other animals life in the very first step was similar, and that was the very difficult time. They used to live in forest, they used to live in cave, forest, and hunt animals and eat raw meat. They ate raw meat. That kind of situation was there. And imagine that society, how much difficult the life of the people was, isn't it? They living in a forest or cave, hunting animals, isn't it? That was very difficult life, and that is the very first thing we need to know. Another, and they shifted from one place to another. When they were in search of food, they hunt animals. In that process, they shift from one place to another place, and they never lived in a one place, isn't it? And they did hunt animals and vice versa. It means they did hunt animals and sometimes animals hunt them. No doubt, isn't it? Animal did hunt them. Why means because if they were able to hunt animals, they hunt animals. If not, they were haunted. Isn't it? That kind of situation was there. So that was very difficult lifestyle, and they felt the insecurity, they felt less development, they felt weak, so that they started to form the bond or group, and that was the very beginning of the society. In this way, society developed, or society origins. Don't forget, this is, isn't it? And due to this, all the difficulties of the human living in forest or cave, eating raw meats, hunting animals, those all the things was there. So that because of that difficult situation, they started to form the group, or that was known as bond, and they started to fix their settlements slowly. When they formed a group or bond, and they started to establish a fixed settlement, isn't it? Started to cultivate land, started to rear and care animals, isn't it? In that way, they started a very fixed settlement. They started a very cultivations or agricultural systems, horticultural system, those all, isn't it? And the modern form of society is the developed form of the same society. See there, the society in Stone Age or hunting and gathering age, and the society of today, it is totally different. But the today's society is the developed form of that old society or that primitive society. We need to understand. Let's tell here a few things in Nepali. समाज कसरी सुरुवात भयो, समाजको कसरी सुरुवात भयो भन्ने कुरा छ भाइ बहिनीहरू। यो एकदम सजिलो छ। सुरुमा तिमीहरूले 7-8 मा पनि पढेको हो, हन्टिङ एन्ड ग्यादरिङ सोसाइटी भनेर। त्यो हन्टिङ एन्ड ग्यादरिङ सोसाइटीको बेला चाहिँ जङ्गलमा जाने, जङ्गलका फलफुलहरू खोजेर खाने, जनावर हन्ट गर्ने, त्यसैलाई खोजेर खाने, यसरी चाहिँ मानिसहरू बसोबास गर्थे। एउटा ग्रुपले अर्को ग्रुप देख्दा, अथवा एउटा मान्छेले अर्को मान्छे देख्दा तर्सिने, डराउने खालको त्यो जुन परिस्थिति थियो, त्यो चाहिँ एकदमै डिफिकल्ट, एकदमै गाह्रो जीवन थियो। बिस्तारै उनीहरूले त्यहाँबाट ट्रान्सफर्म गरेर जब जनावरहरू हन्ट गर्न जाँदा, जङ्गलमा फ्रुट खोज्न जाँदाखेरि उनीहरूलाई विभिन्न समस्याहरू आइसकेपछि उनीहरूले के गर्न थाले, एउटा समूह बनाउन थाले। समूह बनाइसकेपछि एनिमल चाहिँ जनावरहरूलाई चाहिँ मार्ने, अनि त्यो चाहिँ फुड खोज्ने काम, यो सबै कुरा के भयो, सहज भयो अनि सजिलो भयो। त्यही भएर उनीहरूले ग्रुप बनाउन थाले। त्यो ग्रुप बनाइसकेपछि दे स्लोली स्टार्टेड टु फिक्स सेटलमेन्ट भनेको उनीहरूले त्यो ग्रुप पछि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै एउटा निश्चित ठाउँमा बसोबास गर्न थाले, अनि जग्गा जमिनहरूमा चाहिँ एग्रिकल्चर र कृषि लगायतका कामहरू सुरुवात गर्न थाले। त्यो चाहिँ प्राय के गर्न थाले भन्दा उनीहरूलाई कृषिका लागि पानीको आवश्यकता पर्छ। त्यही भएर अनि नदी किनारहरूमा तिनीहरूले बिस्तारै के गर्न थाले भन्दाखेरि आफ्नो फिक्स सेटलमेन्ट भनेको एउटा स्थायी बसोबासको सुरुवात गर्न थाले। हो, त्यही स्थायी बसोबासको सुरुवात गर्न थालेपछि अनि तिम्रो चाहिँ भाइ बहिनीहरू त्यो के भयो भन्दाखेरि कृषि समाजको सुरुवात भयो। त्यही कृषि समाज औद्योगिक समाज हुँदै हुँदै अहिले हाम्रो वर्तमान समाजको अवस्थामा आइपुगेको छ। यसरी समाजको ओरिजिन भएको छ र समाजको विकास भएको छ। Now see here the journey of the society. See these image here. है त, यहाँ इमेजमा हेर्न सक्छौ भाइ बहिनीहरू। very first image is all about the very primitive humans. Second also, see there in the first image, the single person is there and he is living in the cave, isn't it? And second image shows that they are transforming or leaving one place and trying to shift another place. They are going another places. This is the second step. In this way, this is a kind of journey of the human. And second image shows that. And the third image, see there, they started to cultivate land, they started to rear and care animals, isn't it? This is another pastoral kind of society or horticultural society. And another form, this, see there, the fourth image, that image was the agriculture. See, they are quite busy in conducting agriculture or working in the field, isn't it? That is the fourth stage. And fifth image, see there, the fifth image means industry, that industrial society, that agricultural society transformed into the industrial society, isn't it? And then last image, that sixth image, is all about the age of science and technology. See there how science and technology developed in 21st century or the present time, isn't it? It is the age of science and technology. This is a kind of journey of the society from very primitive to the very modern or science and technology age, isn't it? This age means from the primitive hunting and gathering to the age of science and technology. Society changed, society developed in this way. This is a kind of journey of the society. Society's development goes like this. This is one image. Next में अब another topics we need to know development of the society we are talking about, so that we need to know the features of the society. What are the features of the society, or what are the characteristics of the society? We need to know it, isn't it? Features of the society, this is another important part of this lesson. And in features of the society, what is there? See there very first points: common goals, objectives or needs. Each and every members of that society has common goals, common objectives and needs. They have, I already told you, these common goals means each and every individual's goals may be different. Like my goals may not be similar to another individual's goal. Don't forget it. But we need to concern another thing is that I am living in the society as I am a social animal. Humans are the social animal. I am living in one society, one fixed society. But the society, that society's objective is same. Don't forget it. That society's goals is same. The needs is same, isn't it? But the one place society's needs and another place society needs may be different. Don't forget it. Like the needs of the Kathmandu society and the needs of the Karnali society, or the needs of the Jhapa society and the needs of the Kanchanpur society may be different. But that society, the Kathmandu society, a need is same, or all the members of that society, their needs is similar, or their need is very same. Don't forget it. Means common goal is there. I'm not going to detail about it because we already discussed it. Another means mutual respect and cooperation. See there the second point. Mutual respect and cooperation. I already told you mutual respect. Society exists because of the mutual respect, cooperation. If there is no cooperation in the society, there won't be any kind of this cooperation, isn't it? Cooperation is not there. It means society won't be there. The third point, see there, society is dynamic process. Before this first slide, the previous slide, see here, the journey of the society we talked about, isn't it? That journey of the society shows that, means society itself is a very dynamic process. Society is changing one after another, one step to another step. So society is dynamic process. If there is no change, there won't be society. For the change, there is society, so it is dynamic process. Another is protection of individual rights or individual security. Where we are being secured, we are living in the society, so we are being secured. If we are not living in the society, we won't be secure. So our individual rights or our individual security can be protected in the society. So protection of individual rights and individual security is another features of the society. Another is unity. Unity is must in the society. If there is no unity, if there is always conflict in the society, हैन, त्यहाँ सधैँभरि द्वन्द्व झगडा मात्रै भयो भने समाजमा के गर्न सकिँदैन, बस्न सकिँदैन, त्यो समाज लामो समयसम्म रहन सक्दैन. त्यही भएर unity is another features of the society. Another, social development is primary for all the members, means the more than individual development. I need to concern my development will be there, no doubt. I focused for my development, no doubt. But don't forget that social development is primary. For me, the change of the society is primary. The change of the community or my where I am living, that place, the change of that place is primary than my change, isn't it? If the whole society is being changed, I will be changed, no doubt. So that the change, social development, progress is the most important part of the society. Another social relation is shaped by the cultural and other social institutions. Means social relations, how that relation is being shaped. There are a lot of social cultural organization. Why we establish those social and cultural organization? We don't forget that social and cultural organizations are the part of the society, and those organizations, those institutions help to develop the social relation. So that is another features. Another is interdependence. That another feature is interdependence, means in society each and every individual are depend upon another one. Each and every one are interdependent. We are not independent, we are not isolated, isn't it? So this is last point about the features of the society. Means in this way societies exist. These are features you need to remember. These are the all about the society and all about the very first lesson. What you need to understand here means introduction of society. What is society? You need to understand. Don't forget another, how society originated. You need to remember, and what are the features of the society. You need to know. There are three things in this lesson. Those are important. Don't forget once again. Introduction of the society. What is society? What the society means, or what does it refers? One thing. Second, how society origins, how society developed. This is second things. And third, what are the features of the society? You need to remember these three things from this lesson, very first lesson. And in the next lesson, we will talk about the types of society, different types of society. We will talk in next class. We will meet you. We will meet in next class. Today, I'm going to end here and go through the exercises in your book and remember these three things. Thank you. Okay, bye bye. Namaste.